Hello and welcome, this is rooflemonger, and today I have another video guide for Abigail for Street Fighter V, detailing the pre-jump frame throw invincibility trick for Abigail. Technically everyone can do this, but the way Street Fighter V works is much easier for Abigail than other characters. So before I go into it, I'm just going to explain what this all means real quick. So first, just to quickly go into what a pre-jump frame means. For the uninitiated, it's a lot less complicated sound. It just means when you jump, there's some frames in animation where you're still on the ground. So all it means is you count as airborne, but you're not actually in the air yet. So for the purposes of, like, say, throws, pile drivers, and like, they can't catch you. So that's what happens when, like, say, Zangief knocks you down, and you just hold straight up, and if he tries to pile drive you, he'll whiff. So during a pre-jump frame, you're not allowed to block. So if, once again, that same situation where Zangief's trying to pile drive you, he can just tap you and, keep you on the ground, right? So what makes pre-jump frame special is you can special cancel out of them. And what makes this technique for Abigail special is that he has more pre-jump frames than everyone else, making this a lot easier. So now we're going to detail this with Alex really quick, and we're going to show you how it works. So here we're going to have Alex set to a very common setup I'm sure you've seen many times before, which is that, the forward fierce punch, which is very plus on block, into the pile driver. So if you try to, hit a button, try to knock him out of it, it's not going to work. Pile driver is going to win every time. So your only options are to either backdash or to jump, and which will both defeat it. So what we're going to show here is the pre-jump frame and how it works. So I'm going to hold up and go into his run stance. And see here, he didn't throw me. One more time. Well, poor example, he's a little closer there, or a little further away rather, so let's get a bit closer. So what I'm doing is I'm holding up and then entering run stance. It's quite simple. Now, just so you know, you can't do it right away. You have to begin the pre-jump frames before you hit the special move. Like that. If you just hold up and mash kicks, you're gonna get thrown. As you can probably hear my button presses, you're gonna get thrown because you have not had time to begin the pre-jump frames. Now, you saw me demonstrate this technique with the command run, but you can do this with any special move he has. So I'm going to quickly show you that.
Abigail Punch!
Now, for the Abigail punches and the command throw, the input is a bit different because, as we showed with command run, you just got to hold straight up and hit the two kick buttons. So there's not a lot of finesse involved. So for the command throw, what you need to do is, normally the motion is forward, half circle forward, going to back, right? So what you want to do is end up on an up button, so like up, back, or up. So you'll do your forward to down, back, forward to down, forward, down, down, back, back, and then hold up, and then slightly delay and hit kick. So as long as you got one pre-jump frame in there, it'll work. Same deal for the Abigail punch. It's normally the quarter circle forward fireball motion. So you just want a quarter circle fireball and then hold up forward, delay a split second, then hit punch, and it'll get a pre-jump frame in there, and then it'll make it throw invincible. So, like, once again, this is a very fantastic technique. However, it's not going to get you out of 50-50 setups. So if you're in the Alex blender, like, he can also hit a medium punch or something. If you attempt to do this, and I'll just show you real quick here. If you attempt to do the setup while this is going on, and he goes for a hit instead, you're just going to get bopped. Like, you are not allowed to block during pre-jump frames. So you're just going to get hit, and maybe even reversal, counter hit even worse, right? So it's not going to get you out of stuff or situations where you're in the 50-50 coin flip. However, when you anticipate the throw, it'll let you just beat the throw raw. Now, if it's a command throw only, like, sometimes it's just, you'll get more damage if you just do a jump combo. Like, just straight up. That's, you got to think about the situation, right? What it's really good for is not only just beating command throws, but beating regular throws. Because if you try to neutral jump a regular throw, they're going to recover on the way down and be able to jab you out, shoryuken you out, or whatever they can do afterwards. So that's where the technique really shines, is when you're thrown into a situation with a normal throw. Is nobody's expecting you just to do it like off like a random like setup like this, because there's not a lot of time. It's going to be like a specific block string you see a lot or you're very familiar with. That's when you are able to put this technique in. But it is very useful to have, and if you put any time in Abigail at this point, you kind of realize he has 0 defensive options. So even though this is a lot more advanced than just mashing Dragon Punch or whatever, at least this is one defensive layer he has. So it's a fantastic part of the gameplay for Abigail, and you need to make it part of the arsenal that you have available for you. Anyways, I hope this video found you well. Thank you very much for watching, and go play some Street Fighter.